Hi, and welcome to Paper Route Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today I'm sharing all of the layouts that I made during the month of February 2023. All right, so although February was a very busy, kind of short month, I managed to get over 20 layouts done, so I'm excited to share them with you guys. Of course, I always have more ambition than I have time, but I think I did pretty good. So let's get started. I'm going to just set this stack aside, but check this out. Those are all going into albums today. Yay me. And so I'm just going to set them aside and bring them back one at a time for you so that they can sit nicely on my desk. So the beginning of February, I was finishing up the print shop event that I took with Vicki Boutin. And so I still had not quite finished all of the layouts from that event. And I still actually have the bonus layout to go back and do, but I will do that another time. It was not a February thing meant to happen. So I did finish up those layouts with some photos for my granddaughter's album. So this is one of them. And I really like how it turned out. I love copying Vicki's layering because I just like the practice of it, and I'm hoping that I'll get better at it as I copy an artist's work. So this, I love this little layered area down here. So fun. And then this was another one from that same workshop class, and I really like how it turned out too. And I actually really like this little story. This is the first time she actually like crawled into the playroom and tried to play with him, and he was so excited and was just like showing her every one of his favorite toys, and she was digging in the car bucket, and he was just over the moon that he had a little friend to play with. So that I just love that page. And then this one is ultra precious because her great grandma passed away just before Christmas, and so this photo and this layout are going to be very precious to her and her mama. But look at how freaking adorable she is. And of course, great grandma was always bragging about how adorable she is. And then I taught, after I was done the print shop ones, I taught a class at my local scrapbook store, and it was all about using 6x6 paper pads. And so I used this one, and it was a crepe paper. It was old. All I had was the 6x6 paper pad, and I didn't even have all of it. I had like scraps of it, or maybe like half or a third of it. I don't know. There wasn't much left in there. And then I had the sticker sheet that matched it. And so I created a bunch of layouts with it, and I was really happy with the way they turned out. And I think in my January layout share, I showed you the one that was like it was supposed to be my 6th layout for the class, but it gave me so much trouble that I decided not to teach it. I was like, I can't do this. I can hardly get it done myself, let alone try to teach it to other people. But anyways, I really liked this class. It went really well. So all the papers on here came from a 6x6 paper pad with the exception of the background page. So this was the first layout I taught. I did 5 layouts for this class. And this was the second one. There we go. And I did all white cardstock backgrounds on these ones, but I did add some splattering with my Shimmers mists. Shimmers, I don't know what they're called, vibes. This one was super easy. It was just 4 6x6 papers kind of in a diagonal from bottom left to top right. I like the like that I can bring a lot of pattern in without being too overwhelming because the prints are always smaller. This one, we talked about how to make these like strips. So because this is a stripe, it hides where the seam is. You can't see it on the top and bottom. And then also this one was from a 6-inch paper, but I split it into 3 pieces, so you only saw this, and the middle part, right? So there's a big gap in behind the photos. So, and then this one was all about using your punches to get those patterns on there. So cute. And then after I was done that, I needed to get working on my April class because my March samples are at the store. And then I just kept going. So I used this, I think it's called Pet Shop. I don't know, I put it away. Collection kit for this class. And when I got finished, well, actually I just had so many ideas. I think I made like, I don't know, 9 layouts, and I only need 6 for my class. So I think I have 3 here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I hope we're good. I bumped the table and the camera turned off. But anyway, so what I was saying is that I used this collection to make the layouts for my April class that I'm going to be teaching at the store. And then I had so many ideas about that class that I ended up making extra layouts. And then this was one of the ones I made after even those extra ones, because I had all these like small like square and rectangle scraps. And so I punched a bunch of circles and created this layout. So this is just kind of using up my scraps, and it's going to go in my little grandbabies album again. I really want to get her first year documented. So that's for hers. And then the collection itself had all of these like not unusual pets necessarily, but just like pets that not everybody's got cats and dogs kind of a thing. And there's often collections that include cats and dogs, but this one included some of our tiny furry friends and reptiles, etc. So I was excited about that because there's been lots of that around here. So this is all about, actually, that we have never had a hamster, but this was my oldest. So this is the daddy of my grandbabies. His kindergarten year, they had a class hamster, and on the weekends kids would take turns taking it home to take care of it, and they just had the best time with this little thing. But I was just glad to send it back on Monday. However, I had these pictures and I thought, oh, this is perfect for documenting that little story. Guinea pig, I've also never had a guinea pig, but there was stuff in here about guinea pigs. And during the pandemic, after I had gone back to work, so it would have been the fall, we had our 2 youngest boys and their girlfriends living here. And so we had a full house. My son right here, he was working from home. He's a web developer, so it's not a big deal for him to work from home. He prefers being in the office, but he was working. This is actually my craft room. If you can see in the background of my picture is my paper rack. And he was working in my office, and I was home this day, so it probably was a professional development day or something, because we had gone back to class by that point. But I was home, and his girlfriend brought home some guinea pigs. And we were like, oh, okay. And thankfully, I mean, I have to say I was grateful when my son was like, no, we are not keeping these. Go take them back. And yeah, so anyways, I had these pictures of these guinea pigs. And so I thought this was a great collection to document that story also. And again, with the punched circles, right? Like it was just an easy layout to make with some simple punched circles. And these are those, the backgrounds of these are the print shop, excuse me, the print shop paper pad. No, what am I trying to say? They're Vicky Boutin, and they are pre-made mixed media backgrounds. So she makes mixed media backgrounds, and then American Crafts duplicates them and puts them into a paper pad. So that's what this is from, these backgrounds. So this one and this one. I didn't make these. I love the look of mixed media, but I do not love the messy cleaning part. And then this is another one, same print shop background. And then this is a story of my oldest again. The one who's the father of my grandkids. And this was when we first, I went to college, and he was my little partner in crime at the time. And he and I moved in with my best friend, and she had an iguana. So it's hard to see because it's overexposed, and it was 1995, so you got what you got, right? But um, he has the iguana, my roommate's iguana is on his shirt, and they're just like staring at each other. And he was so fascinated with the iguana and so gentle. And it was just the cutest little thing. So I had only one photo of him with our iguana Spencer, and I thought, I have this iguana paper, I'm gonna get it on there, right? So another one where I was like, oh, I have to tell that story because I have, yeah. Anyway. And then, if you've been watching my channel, you'll know that I am working to complete a project or two. And so this was one of my project completion pages. So this was a pocket page. It had the photos in there, but I have a video for this one. So if you're interested, there is a video. You can go back in my videos. And then this one was also for that completing the album project. The album is I think it'll be finished. Well, today when I'm putting my layouts away, maybe I'll record that because I'm going to put the last ones in there. It'll be very exciting. So I got this one done. There's a video for this one as well. And then I think this is the second to last page of that album. And it was an Easter album, and I used the Simple Stories Bunnies in Bloom. Bunnies and Blooms, I think. And there's a video for this one also. And then I went to my one-day crop. So once a month, me and my friends get together, if I can. And we go to one of our friends' condos, and she rents the party room, and we scrapbook. So it's more of a like evening thing, I guess. Like we start at 3 p.m. and then we go until we're done. No later than 11. And then, so I take like project kits with me usually. So this is a layout that I found when my mom was cleaning and purging her craft room. She had some leftover layout kits from classes that she had taught when she... I don't know. She was a close to my heart consultant, but this was more for her like work people. So she was the executive director for a nonprofit organization, and she would get the clients together and they would make pages together. So she had some leftover kits of that, and I was like, hey, that's easy. I can put that together and make a layout. I haven't done the journaling on this one, so I'm not going to put it away yet, but because I need to get like... I can't remember the names of the people that they went camping with or what campground they went to. So I want all that information in there before I put it in their album. But yeah, it was their first camp out. So that, and then at that same crop, I had this close to my heart Workshops on the Go kit. And I think this one was called something Safari, Sweet Safari. Something like that. And so this was one of the layouts, and it actually, the background was supposed to be this side, but I found this one a little bit too busy for me, and also it looked a little bit too boyish with all of the animals. I don't know why. It shouldn't. But I felt like this side told my story better anyways, because it was all about having her sleep on me and how I love that so much. It just makes me so happy. Of course, she can't do this. She doesn't do that anymore. She's too big. And then this one was from that same Safari Workshops on the Go kit. And it is so cute. And I just love how it turned out. And these are also super easy to put together. Like all of these die cut pieces are already cut. You just have to assemble. Really, like it's a punch out page and you just have to assemble. And I really like how these ones turned out too. That was very cute. This is all about her getting her own swing in the backyard. And this is a zoo page, was from that same collection kit or workshop kit. And I just love, love, love. Sorry, I'm not doing that very well, am I? I love this one too. It's super cute. And again, like the chevrons were already cut. You just had to punch them out of the page and layer them up. So, and in the instructions, it said to fringe them. And I do have fringe scissors, but I didn't have them with me. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to make the layout because that's what I brought. And I did, and it's perfectly cute. So there's that one. And then from the leftovers of that kit, there was like a give and take table there. So I went and found this piece of paper that kind of looks to me like a giraffe print. But it's actually, I can't remember what it was called, but martini or something. But I think these are olives, which is, I mean, I shouldn't say there's any ugly patterned paper, but I really was not interested in that. And whoever was putting it on the give and take table, obviously, either. But yeah, so I took this off the give and take table and then used the leftovers from the workshop kit to make this layout. And then when I got home, I just added a title. And I didn't center it very well, but I don't think anybody's going to care. And yeah, so that was that. And then yesterday, I realized that if I really wanted to finish this album in the month of February and have it ready to go for the month of March when I head out to go visit the kids, then I had one more page to do. And so I did it yesterday. So there is also a video for this one. This is the last page in an almost finished project. And yeah, I'm really excited about that. I can't wait to put them all away. It's pretty awesome. So this again is another one of those Vicki Boutin backgrounds. And then I still have the print shop collection out from the beginning of the month because I have been busy with prepping for another class and yeah. So anyways, I haven't put it away because I haven't done the bonus layout and I haven't finished the mini album. There's nothing in it. Like the pages are finished, but I need to put photos in and embellish and whatnot. So that's still out. So I just used the papers from that and yeah, made a layout. And now that album should be finished. So if you're interested in that, I should have, I'll probably post tomorrow a completion project, almost finished completion video. Okay. So that is that. If you were not counting, I can tell you that I completed 16 single page layouts, 4 double page layouts, and 1 pocket page for a total of 21 layouts, or if you're a page counter, 25 pages. So not too bad considering I feel like I had much bigger ambitions than that. When I counted up, I feel like, yeah, you know what? I did do a lot. It's all good. So I think that is it for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I really do love hearing from you guys, and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. Have a great day, everyone. Bye for now.